Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming to you guys again with yet another and listen, y'all already know what time it is, man. The weekend is almost over, so it's time to get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we go through all the latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the streetwear or sneaker world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or it was just that basura that I did not want to expose y'all to it. Now this week, honestly, we might not have any basura. Maybe some light basura sprinkled in some places here and there in the video, but for the most part, it was a pretty slow week. But we got some new updates, some new official photos, and some good releases to talk about this week. So without further ado, let's get into this week's Heat or Hype. So first up, from the JB side of things, Jordan brand, we had the Crimson Tint Air Jordan 1, a shoe that, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've been talking about since last year finally dropped. I didn't get up for them. I slept completely through the release. I know it's a nice pair of Air Jordan 1s, the black with the pinkish crimson tint. It was a dope pair of Air Jordan 1s. It seems like the quality was definitely on point as well. Just for me personally, I went ahead and passed on them. Now this week, we also got the Supreme and JPG collab. I'm not gonna front, I'm saying JPG because it's faster and I don't want to mess up the dude's name or the artist's name behind it. But you know, there was all the Supreme shit. You know, I slept through this release as well because I felt like all the noise was gonna be about that box logo tee, if you want to call it that, that dropped. Pretty sure everybody just really wanted that, and I knew a lot of people would be going after that, so I just said, you know, I'm good for the whole Supreme release this week. But there was a Vans collab. Neither of these I wanted to cop. The pattern or the print is the same from the hoodies that dropped from the collab. But once again, these, I don't want to say basura of the week because I like the print, but this was literally the last thing I would have copped out of anything on that drop. Now this next news is basically just an update on what we already knew. The Nike SB Dogwalker dropping on 4/20. Now these are the official photos. Boom, you can see them. We've already seen pictures here and there on Instagram, on Twitter, on the blog sites, but this is just the official pictures coming from Nike, so this is what they will actually look like. I feel like there's definitely a special box incorporated with this shoe, but I don't think that's going to be for every GR release pair. So if you're wondering or wanting an update on these, yes, still 4/20, the Dogwalker joints. There you go. Now next up, we gotta look at the Nike Zoom VaporFly 5%. I believe the last one was the 4%. Now they're on to the 5%, and the Zoom Fly, VaporFly, these type of sneakers I was really sleeping on for a good while until I came across like the off-white pair, and then later they were just pairs in the outlets, and I think I picked up one, but I think I let it go eventually because I didn't really like that colorway as much as some of the other ones that were dropping. Now this shoe looks like an expansion on that idea, but it mixes two VaporFlies together. Now if you look at this shoe, I'll try to pop them up on the screen because I can't think of the exact name right now, but yes, it mixes these two sneakers in my opinion, and then you get this shoe right here. This time the swoosh is on the inside instead of the outside. You have a swoosh on the back near the heel, and I like these shoes. I think they're dope. I still like the translucent upper. I just think they look better on narrower feet. So if you have a narrow foot, these look really good on your feet. So it's a good, I mean, it's a sportswear. It's definitely made as a performance running sneaker, but I still think they're super dope, and depending on how they look on my foot, we'll see if I actually cop a pair. Up next, we got another update on a new Adidas model. Now this is the Sobakov, but they put the Boost sole on it, and it's interesting because I do actually like the Sobakov or Sobakov, whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. I like that shoe, and I actually like the sole that it came with. Now they're just adding the Boost to it. Now right here you see two colorways, kind of like a cream or beige, black, and gum pair, and then you have a black and kind of looks green from right here for me pair. Me personally, I really like that gum pair. I like how that colorway works together, and I never really talked about the Sobakov other than on Heat or Hypes, but I still do like that shoe. Although I've never bought it, I think it's another good shoe, probably another good spring and summer shoe. I don't even know if anyone even commented that or mentioned it as one of the shoes I missed, but the Sobakov it's not a bad shoe. It's a good shoe in my opinion. Next up, we had the Adidas Yeezy Desert Boot in the Rock colorway. Geode, rock, clay, I mean, at this point, you already know what the deal is with any type of Yeezy colorway. It's probably going to be a rock or something kind of linking back to the earth, I guess. But this basically, to me, looks like the Yeezy 500 adapted into a boot model. The whole upper is the Yeezy 500. I mean, basically, this is just a Yeezy 500 base booster. That's kind of what they've done with this desert boot right here. Me personally, I don't really hate the shoe at all. I don't hate the boot, but I do like some of the other boots that I got, like that season 5 or season 6 pair that I got. I dig those a little bit more than this desert boot coming from Adidas and Yeezy. And I believe the actual retail on these is $200. It doesn't seem like there's any boost on this pair of boots. And I guess it's a good way if you like the Yeezy style boots, but you don't want to spend well, I mean, honestly, the Yeezy boots were on sale on Yeezy Supply. That's how I caught mine. But if you didn't want to spend that higher price on the Yeezy season type stuff, you can grab the Adidas counterpart to that. Me personally, I went ahead and passed. Didn't need them. I already have a pair of camo Yeezy season boots that I like, and they're pretty similar to this color. Now, I know earlier in the video, I just got reminded. I said that there wasn't a lot of Basuda. Maybe we're sprinkling some here and there in the video, but these are definitely the Basuda of the week. This new Nike Air Flight Posit. Now, with this Flight Posit right here, I feel like it almost went well. The sole and the piping match. The upper is an iridescent feeling. But these shits to me, after looking at them and still I'm looking at them with y'all, yeah, these shits are ass, bro. This Flight Posit is ass. There's some great Flight Posits. Like, the Flight Posit is not a bad shoe, but once again, it's kind of getting that foam posit syndrome right now, where maybe they feel like they run out of like the more simple, better colorways, and then they go for the crazy shit. And these are the Basuda of the week, and these are sitting at, hold on, out of 42 votes on Sneaker News, this has a 4.35 star rating. So that means that these almost have a 5-star out of 42 people that looked at them. Maybe I'm crazy, but these shits is ass, bro. They ass. Basuda of the week for sure. Now, y'all know kind of my track record with some of the Reebok collabs that we shall not name, but we actually have a really dope one right here. Come from Misbehave, and this is a Daytona DMX collaboration. That's what this shoe is. And honestly, these shits are fire. I know y'all gonna be like,
how can you call the Flight Posits Basuda but like these shits?
I don't know. That's just the space I'm in right now. I'm fucking with these. Now, my only problem with this Reebok sneaker that is a collab is that they retail for $330, because I believe they are up on Essence right now and they are $330. Maybe when they drop on Reebok, they'll be $300, but I'm pretty sure they are $330 on both sites. And just an update for y'all, for everyone that always asks me about those Reebok track pants that I'm always wearing, they actually restocked them on Reebok.com. I know that's kind of like way out of nowhere and maybe you didn't care, but a lot of people ask me. I love those pants. They're on Reebok.com right now. Link is down below if you want to check those out. If you always like them, I'll have a link down there. Anyways, back to the shoe though. Aside from the price point, I'm fucking with these. I like how they look, and who knows, like even with the price barrier, I don't know, I'm fucking with these, man. And it's something totally different that you're not gonna see anyone else really on or wearing around you. It's gonna be one of those shoes that's definitely unique in the collection. So I might fuck with these. I may just fuck with them. Now, there was also another Reebok collab between Reebok and Pierre Moss, and this is on this black and white silhouette. It's called the Mobius Experiment 3 silhouette. It's definitely crazy looking. The materials look like they're pretty well done on them. And it kind of remind me of the Shaq Gnosis a bit, or maybe even the Reebok Kamikaze a bit, really. Now, there are more colorways of this sneaker. I'm not sure if they're just samples, but I know there's a white pair, there's a pink pair. I saw these once again on Essence when I was looking around at some of the collabs. So if y'all are sleeping on Reebok and some of the other collabs that they offer, I mean, the Pierre Moss one is dope. Even some of the stuff like the t-shirts, the hoodies, jackets, pants. I mean, Reebok, they got some good collabs. They're collabing with some different brands, you know, stuff that not everyone may be, you know, privy to. And this Pierre Moss shit, I'm fucking with. Now, the shoe it sits on, is it so ugly that it's beautiful, or is it just so ugly that it's Basuda? I don't know. You let me know down below in the comments. Now, this week we also had the release of the Nike On Air pack. I mentioned this a little bit last week, and they were actually allowing early exclusive access to the sneaker that you voted for. So if you voted for a sneaker, you should have had access to that shoe early to grab your size. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them. My favorite were the Seoul 97s, what else, the Shanghai 97s, and then rounding out you had the 98s, the NYC 98s. Those were my three favorites. Did I go for any of them? No, but if I had to pick one, the Shanghais or the 98s probably would have been my pick. Now, we've been waiting for a while to see exactly what Childish Gambino or Donald Glover was gonna do with Adidas, and now we have it. We know what the shoe is, and it's the Adidas Nissa, I'm not sure, but to me this is a Donald Glover shoe. This is a Childish Gambino sneaker. It's not like it's crazy or wild or out there. It looks like a regular plain old casual Adidas sneaker that you can beat down, and it's basically gonna look like that white shirt that he was wearing for a while back in, what was that, 2-3 years ago? That white t-shirt that he just kept wearing over and over again. That's what these shoes remind me of, and that's not bad. I'm not knocking them, but when someone says, hey, this is a Childish Gambino sneaker, yeah, that's the shoe. That's the shoe I think of. Now, last up for this week's heater hype, we have 3 of the heavy hitters, some bigger news from this week. Now, the first one, once again, is an update, and this is just some official photos of the Air Jordan 4 Bred. Blam, there you go. It's the same shoe that you've seen retroed, what, 3, 4, 5 times now? This might be on the 6th time. It's the same shoe. It's the same shoe. So it's not really much for me to talk about. But then we got a look at the Fragment Air Jordan 3. Now, the thing with this shoe is some people were really, digging them. Some people didn't really care for them. And when I think back to the Fragment Air Jordan 1, it really isn't anything too crazy. It's a white, black, and blue. It's basically a black toe with a blue back with the Fragment logo on it. Other than that, there's nothing really else for it. So I wasn't really seeing where people were kind of like complaining that it was maybe plain or just wasn't enough going on with the shoe. I mean, the Fragment Air Jordan 1, it's not a lot going on with that shoe either, but it's definitely still considered a grail to a lot of people. Now, the only problem with this 3 is the way that Buddy is wearing them in the pic. If y'all have ever seen like however Blase Blah ties their shoes on Twitter, those videos, it looked like he took them joints and just yanked them and made sure they were tight as I don't know what. So that's really hurting these 3s. Just the way they're on foot right now is not how I would wear them. Them joints is laced all the way to the top, tightened all the way up. He's got the nice toe crease in them. Basically, Buddy doesn't care about them if they get messed up. That's how they're being worn right here. I don't know why they're so tight on the ankle. I don't know. And then to go ahead and wrap up this week, we also had a look at the Travis Scott Air Force One, or the new pair of Air Force Ones, and I believe this photo right here is just like zoomed in on his feet. There's not really a lot to go off of this photo right here. Just know they're gonna be multicolored, probably multi-textures and materials, patterns on them as well, and you already know what these are gonna do. They're gonna sell out. People gonna try to crack people's heads open for them. That's just the nature of things with Travis Scott Jordans, or Air Forces, Nikes, whatever the case may be. But that is it, man. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat. The Snapchat is bull.cb, by the way. Here, there, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I ain't really got no shoes, so bullet.rc, and I'm gonna see you on the next video. That is it. Hope y'all enjoy it. Drop a like on this bit, finesse the bell. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.